So today I want to check out a ethical hacking / information gathering tool called Pyphisher. What's up guys, it's Josh back with another video, and today I wanted to explore an application called Pyphisher. Now this is an open source application written in the Python programming language that provides a easy to use phishing tool with like 77 website templates, which is super crazy to me. Now please note that this video is for educational purposes only, and I do not condone using this tool for unethical purposes. I just wanted to get that out the way. And additionally, Pyphisher can be used as an ethical hacking tool for cybersecurity professionals looking into the field. And so that's the purpose of this video, just to show you guys this tool, how it actually works, how to get it installed, and how to get it working. And the distribution I'll be using today is Parrot OS, which is similar to Kali Linux. So the way I install it today on Parrot OS is the exact same way you install it on Kali Linux, because I know Kali Linux is a little bit more popular than Parrot OS, but to me I like Parrot OS, and so I wanted to show you guys on that distribution. So let's hop over to the website, or actually the GitHub page, so you guys can see everything about this application. Before we move forward, I wanted to give a quick shout out to CIQ, the official partner of Rocky Linux. Rocky Linux is a Linux distribution that is intended to be a downstream complete binary compatible release using the Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system source code. The project is led by Gregory Kurtzer, who was the founder of the CentOS project. So check out Rocky Linux at ciq.co. Alright, cool. So we're at the GitHub page for Pyphisher, and like I said, it's an easy to use phishing tool with 77 website templates. And the author is not responsible for any misuse, and so am I. I'm not responsible for any misuse. I just want to show you guys this for educational purposes. You know, it can also be used for people that are doing ethical hacking and understanding how a lot of these tools actually work. But as you can see, simple file. It's only a few files for the program itself. Once you click in here, it's not that much, you know what I'm saying? And so here is the information about the Pyphisher application, the readme.markdown. And as you can see, it says ultimate phishing tool in Python, includes popular websites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, GitHub, Reddit, and Gmail, and more. And that's what it's trying to emulate. With phishing websites, essentially what they want to do is emulate a real website to try to trick you to put in your credentials for the real website. And right here it says the project is now a part of Pyphisher, and I haven't checked out Pyphisher. I've only looked at this application in the past, but here's the installation instructions. It's pretty simple. There's some dependencies that you need to install, then clone a repository, and then you can get in there and you can use pip to install all the modules needed for it, and then run the tool. It's super simple. So let's hop over to Parrot OS so we can get it installed, and I can run it and play around with it, show you guys how it works. Okay, cool. So we are on Parrot OS, and let's go down and get these dependencies installed on the system. And so you guys should be able to see that clearly. So let's go down and get started. But all we have to do is first update the system. That's what you want to do when you're installing any new package on the system. And if I'm gonna just run the update command, I'm 100% sure this system is up to date, because I've been keeping this system up to date. Yeah, and as you can see, all packages are up to date. So let's go down and install our dependencies. So sudo apt install, and then the git command, we need to get that installed. If it's not installed, which it should be installed, but you just want to verify it, you can run it again, it's no problem. Then Python 3, and then PHP, and then we also need open SSH client, which I'm sure is on here. And then we just put -y at the end of it. That'll just verify that those packages are installed. And it looks like the only thing it needed to install was PHP. So we got all our dependencies set up. And really what PHP is needed for, because this application basically has a small web server, built into it. And so these websites need PHP it installed in order to display properly, because you're basically setting up a small web server using this application. Now let's go on and go to the GitHub page again. I'm gonna just open up the browser, and let's go on and type Pyphisher, and just and I always do that, but it's PH. So Pyphisher, search on Google, and go to the GitHub page. And what we want to do is clone this address for this repository. We can clone it down. That's why we need to verify Git was on here. And all we have to do is type git clone, and then let's go down and paste that link in there, and that'll download it. And it's gonna download it to whatever directory we're in. Right now we're in my home directory. If we ls my home directory, as you can see, we got Pyphisher there. And what I typically do with applications like this, I'll create like a folder, something that says like tools or pen test tools or something like that, so you can keep everything organized. But I'm gonna just put in my home directory. That's fine. I'm just throwing it out there so you guys can set it up however you want to. And what we need to do is cd into that directory. That's why I just went on and tabbed it out, or ls'd it out, so we can install our other modules and / dependencies for the application. And these are Python modules. And if we ls this directory, you'll see, and I apologize, we need to ls that files directory. So we can run ls and then files, and we can look in there and see what we got. But basically what we're looking for is this requirements file, and that's basically going to install the modules for us. All we have to do is type pip3 install and -r, and then all we have to do is put the file in there, so the file folder, and then the requirements, and that way it'll install our pip modules for the application. It looks like we had a couple of issues. Let's see what happened up here. There's an error, introspect error for K wallets, and it says keyring is skipped due to exception. And I'm not sure why it errored out, but I went on and ran it again. I just basically ran the pip3 install again on that requirements file. Didn't see any errors, so we should be good to go. Now let's go down and run the tool so you guys can see how to actually use it. And let me go down and close the browser right fast, and I'm gonna make this super big so you guys can see everything what I'm doing. You can see the tool itself as I'm running through it. Alright, so let's go down and run the application now. So let me ls so I can show you guys the actual file that we're going to be running. But once you have your dependencies as well as your modules set up, you basically want to run this script, and that'll start the application. And what you want to do is type Python, because it's a Python application. So Python 3, and then the Pyphisher, and I'm going to tab it out, but .py. And let's go down and press enter. That'll start up the application for the first time. And this is basically the tunneling that you can use. I'm gonna just put no there. I don't want to use that authentication token or that one as well. So we're good to go. I believe Cloudflare or something like that should be in there as well. So it should have been in there, but not sure why I didn't see it. But let me show you guys. Let me start off with the but this is essentially the application. You basically go in, select whatever website you're looking at targeting, or the person to actually click on and put their information into it. You want to pick whatever target site that you want to set up, so they can potentially accidentally put in their credentials. But let me show you guys the main menus down here, or actually this is the main menu. This is the about. So I'm gonna put boom, that'll show us the about. That'll give us basically all the information we've seen on GitHub. You'll see the tool name, version, all that good information. Let's press X, and that'll get us back to the main menu. And then main menu, that'll basically take you back. So I'm put M, and that'll take you back, and it'll also open up the website right there. So that's the basic GitHub page for it. So it opens it up for you. And then also, of course, we have exit, so that's 0, and I'll just go down exit out so you guys can see that that's how you exit out of the application. So let's go down, open it back up, and no, and then no. There we go. And so let's go down and show you guys how to set up one of these websites. So let's start off with, I don't know, let's do LinkedIn. So LinkedIn right here is 22, so we can do 22. All we have to do is type in the number of the site that we want to set up. Let's go 22, press enter. It's going to ask you, do you want OTP page? And what this actually means is a one-time password page. So you can select yes or no. I'm gonna just put yes, just see what happens. Now right there it says enter shadow URL for social media preview. And so what I'm gonna do is just skip that. That's basically entering in a shadow URL. I'm gonna skip that, and I'm gonna skip the redirect, which you can redirect them to linkedin.com by putting it there. I'm gonna just, well, actually let's put one there. So https://linkedin.com. so it'll redirect them there. So let's just wait for it to build out the site, as well as give us our links that we can use, and essentially all we have to do is paste those links into a browser, and then it'll pull up that phishing page, and it's waiting for someone to actually try to log in, and it should look exactly like LinkedIn. And let me go down and open up the browser again so we can I can show you guys the actual link. But let's go right here. It says initializing tunnelers for the address, and the PHP server has started, so it is setting up the server. Now you got your tunnels right here, so you can use either of these links that you got. And like I said, I've never heard of NG or OK, but I have heard of Cloudflare. But as you can see, it just randomized a link. As you can see, it says atomic climate holding discount. They also have a mass URL as well that you can send out. What I'm gonna do is right click on that and copy that link. Let's go down and open it up. But it says also, do you want to try a custom link? I'm gonna press enter to skip it because I don't care about a custom link. And so right now it's waiting for the login information, and it will just sit here until someone actually tries that link. And let's go down and go up here and try it right fast. So paste and go. And actually I didn't copy the link, so let's go back over here and try to copy this link right here. So let's right click, copy, and then boom, just paste that in there, paste and go, boom, and that should take us to this website. And as you can see, it automatically start pulling up some stuff, some information. It says waiting. This is where we were a few minutes ago, but as you can see, it says victim IP address, and you guys all know I stay in Las Vegas, so whatever, I don't care if you guys know exactly my IP address, but whatever. But I'll probably blur this out in the video, in the final video, so you guys won't see my IP address, but I don't really care if it shows my location. I am in Las Vegas, so whatever. And it also saves that information to a text file, and now it's still waiting for me to put in some information. So as you can see, it looks just like LinkedIn or whatever. If you hover over this, yeah, it shows that wrong address at the bottom, but this looks just like LinkedIn. So let's try a fake email address. So let's see, test@gmail.com, and then password, let's go capital P, and then I'll let you guys see it once it shows it in the actual application. So I'm gonna hit sign in, boom, and this is based on the normal Chromium style password where you can save your password. Don't save it. And then let's see, enter code. So it won't actually send you a code to your email address because it doesn't know what your phone number is. But if we look back over at the application though, you'll see the information. So LinkedIn username, test@gmail.com, password 123. And it would have been cool if they redirected it. So let me just put something in here and hit submit, because it should just redirect. Yeah, there we go. So it redirects us to our LinkedIn website. So linkedin.com, that's what I put in as the redirect. And then also this is the OTP, so your one-time authentication password. So that's basically what that is. And to be honest, that's kind of weird, because how would it know? Like a normal LinkedIn website would send a password to your phone, but this is obviously a fake website, or it was a fake website, so it doesn't know your phone number. Like, it doesn't ask you what it is. So, but that's cool. You can actually gather that if you want to, or whatever. And if they put in, let's say it's a password or a passcode that's reused, then you can grab that. But I didn't even know that was the option that I was selecting up here, where it said OTP, and I can't even go back up and see it. But as you can see, we have all the creds. So saved in creds.txt. Basically, this information is automatically saved to a text file. The IP information is already saved in the text file as well. And let's go on and go up here again and try to go back to the website, and let me see if it comes back up. Okay, so it continues staying up. So you got new person, new IP address. Depending on who all clicks on it, it's gonna stay up until you stop it. And the way to stop it is simply by doing Control-C. That'll exit out the actual script that's running the website and all that stuff, and it'll close out Pyphisher all the way. And let's go down and ls this directory, the Pyphisher directory, and it, as you can see, 2 new files have been created. So you got your IP and your creds. So let's cat out the creds. I'm not gonna cat out the IP information because I don't want you guys to see it, but as you can see, boom, it puts all that information in a text file for you. So that's super cool, right? Now let's go down and run Pyphisher again, because I want to try a different website, just see what it looks like. But I'm gonna put no there, and then let's try a different website. So we could try Amazon. Everybody loves Amazon, right? So let's type 42, and like I said, all you have to do is find what you want to create one on, type in that number, and it'll create that website for you. So let's press enter. Right here, shadow URL, we're gonna press enter to skip. The redirect, we can redirect to amazon.com, and let's put https://amazon.com, and let's go back up here and put the / I'm gonna have to type it in again, amazon.com, and press enter. Boom, there we go. And it'll start generating that website for us, initializing the server for us and all that. And then let me just go back over here right fast again, and let's close this one. But this other one that's still open, let's reload it just to show you guys that site is gone. So it's 100% gone. I'm gonna close that, but once it gives us a new site, I'll come back over and we can try it. All right, cool. So let's go down and copy the Cloudflare link, and actually let me show you guys this. We can copy this one as well. So the NGROK, I don't even know what that is, but let's go down and copy link address, and let's all go back to our browser, and let's type in that website, and we'll go over there and try to get to it. That's crazy. Oh, so you need accounts with that. That's why it's asking in the beginning for a token or something like that. That's why I never really used it. But let's copy link address again. Let's go over here and let's put in this other email address. So use the Cloudflare one, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So it even says Seller Central. So all we got to do is type in, I don't know, our fake password. So bob@aol.com, and then let's type in our password again and hit sign in, and see, don't save. And so that kind of messed up. Let's see what happened. It's asking for a link, so let's see, press enter to skip that. We don't want a custom link, and that's probably why it didn't capture anything. Let's see, so let's go back to the website again. because it wasn't fully set up yet. So make sure you go past that point. So let's go Bob, and then password 23, hit sign in. That's weird that it's not even, you know, showing anything after that. It's supposed to redirect, so maybe I didn't type in that address correctly up here, wherever I typed it in at the Amazon, the redirect address. That might have been typed in incorrectly. But as you can see, we got the passwords for the Amazon user, you know, using that fake website. And what it was supposed to do was redirect to Amazon.com, but I guess it didn't, so whatever. But as you can see, that's how this phishing application works. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like I said, I wanted to do a brief overview of Pyphisher and how it can be used. Now remember, while this tool can be used for unethical purposes, it's important to use it only for educational and ethical purposes. And one of the reasons why I show these types of tools is for people that are interested in learning more about ethical hacking as well as cybersecurity. And if you guys didn't know, I'm not a cybersecurity professional. I just mainly play around with these tools whenever I get a chance and show you guys what I learned from them. So make sure you do your own research, because there's plenty of resources available online how to use these tools. I just want to drive the interest because the cybersecurity field is in need of a lot of people, and also the tech industry in general needs a lot more people. It's really understaffed. But please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave comments down in the comments below, and of course, keep it techie.